What's up, guys? It's Mr. Fit to Flourish, and today I wanted to talk about a couple stocks to be paying attention to July to the end of this year, 2024. Okay, so for the second half of the year, it started. Investors are big on cash right now. They have a ton of cash after their sales of all these major chip stocks that ran up hundreds of percent. So they have a lot of money on the sidelines. So now it's time to rotate that money. Where's that money going to go? Well, let's take a look. So that money is going to go into back into Avgo, and it's currently going back into Avgo. Today is July 4th, so happy 4th of July. Nancy Pelosi just picked up a ton of Avgo. She's also picked up a ton of Nvidia, and Nvidia is back on the up and up. And I was saying that Nvidia, we will probably see 200, I believe, by end of year. Another stock to be paying attention to besides Avgo and Nvidia, which are going to be our chip plays, is another chip play, which is AMD. So AMD, if we take a look here on the yearly time frame, and let's take off all these indicators. So AMD is only up about $15 from the pretty much the beginning of the year. So let's take a look at this. So AMD back in January was around, let's see, back in January, AMD was around $147, $140, okay? AMD is currently trading only at about $158. And we know that we had that rise to 200 and we fell. But I mean, if you look from a half of the year perspective, Avgo was trading at about $900 at the beginning of the year. And at 6 months, at the 6 month mark, half of the year mark, we were at $1,800. We're up 100%. Okay. So it doesn't make sense for another company, a strong company like AMD, to be only up $10. So nowhere near that 100% mark. So now investors are looking for places to put their money, rotating their money not only into small caps, but also into these undervalued plays. And another undervalued stock, or it was an undervalued stock, is Tesla. So Tesla had this massive accumulation phase, and now it's on the run up starting second half of the year. And it went from $186 all the way up to now $246. So a $50 run in the matter of just 4 or 5 days. And we talked about this in our other video, how Tesla and AMD will be running. AMD still, like I said, has a ton of room to the upside. It's going to be running pretty quickly, kind of like Tesla did, because AMD also had this pretty nice accumulation phase. If we go back to the chart here, we have a crazy accumulation phase, basically meaning that we're consolidating for quite a while. We're establishing a base price. Now, price is going to go into what's called the discovery phase, where we're looking for sellers to step in. And how do you do that? You have to shoot to the moon and see, okay, when are sellers going to start stepping in? So those two stocks, so Tesla, AMD, and then also, like I said, Avgo is going to be starting back on the run up. Avgo completed a Fibonacci retracement from this move to the upside, coming back down to the 50% golden pocket. It's in the call zone if you look at ATRs. So I like to look at ATR levels, average true ranges, which give you an idea of how much a stock can move. It's in the call zone there. If I zoom in here, boom. All right, so we're in the call zone, which is an area where you go long, and it has room all the way up to 1775, currently trading at 1729. This room will be closed pretty quickly in 1 to 2 days. And then we're going to be moving on to the upside, testing this high side order block, this sell side order block, and then potentially breaking above and moving into the $2,000 range. There is rumor that Avgo, Broadcom, is going to be having a 10-to-1 split. Yeah, so it is going to be having a 10-to-1 split, actually. So we're going to be running up into that 10-to-1 split, actually. So July 15th, it is going to be having that 10-to-1 split. So that's something to pay attention to, as Avgo is going to be ripping Rapusky. Rippy Rapusky is what I call it. And on Friday, July 5th, it could potentially retrace back to 1712. But other than that, yeah, it's gonna be ripping. Some other stocks to kind of pay attention to. So Netflix is currently trading around the $680 mark. I think Netflix has room to 800, and hear me out. Here's why. Okay, so Netflix started off the year at about $400. So if we go all the way back, We go all the way back. This is crazy. All the way back to January, $480. And now we're trading at about $680. So almost a 50% gain there, if not a 50% gain. So over 40% gained on the year. And this seems kind of insane, right? But Netflix has a ton of opportunity as they are in talks to now stream live sporting events. Now, those sporting event contracts are absolutely insane. So think about MMA, which is like UFC, the NFL, NBA coming all to one streaming service. This would be like a monopoly in terms of like viewership. And then that would not only bring viewership, but what happens when you get viewership? You get ads. You capitalize on ads. Ads is the name of the game. Ads is the reason why Mark Zuckerberg is a billionaire from Facebook, because everyone was on Facebook, and there's a ton of eyes on Facebook. Now you get these deals with ads because people can now advertise their products there. And that's where the money comes in. The real money comes in. So that's something to be on the lookout for too. I'm looking for Netflix to hit 800 by end of the year. That's just me. And any other stocks here? So currently, I'm kind of looking at, oh, crud. So I was looking at Bitcoin. Bitcoin lost major support here. There's a lot of talks around like Biden, the election, and also some Germany contracts, something in that sense. I'll provide more information later on. But yeah, we saw Bitcoin hit 56K. So now that Bitcoin is falling out of the sky, you can expect for Coinbase to start falling as well. Coinbase is currently trading at 223. I think Coinbase is going to come down to about 196 in the next couple days. So I'm going to be looking to short coin on Friday, July 5th. Something to look out for. And yeah, so anyways, that is all I had for you guys today. I hope you guys got a lot out of that. That was just a few stocks that I'm going to be looking at. Moving on for the first half of the year and reasons why. If you guys want more videos like this, just drop some comments, let me know. And yeah, I hope you guys have an amazing day. Thanks for tuning in to the Fit to Flourish podcast. Good morning, welcome to the Fit to Flourish podcast. Let's talk wellness, finance,